everybody. Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? Oh, thank you for the posture check already. I appreciate it. Um, but welcome in, everybody. So today I wasn't sure what to do, so I picked a random one-off game that I thought looked fun to mess around with. So we're doing a one-off day here. I would like to, I what? Doing swell. Good to hear. So, uh, so now we've officially beat Date Everything, which means we need a new game. So, I, because of a certain someone, I've thought about putting Undertale as one of the next games we play. Um, I think, so yeah, we have to pick some new games to play. So, um, it's a great game, but man, it dragged on. Yeah, just a little bit. And I liked it. Like I said, I loved Date Everything. But at a certain point, it started to feel like there was just so much, you know. Um, I'm glad we did it though. I wouldn't unplay it. Wait, if that makes sense. Um, so anyway, um I will, we have to figure out what we're playing next. I've got a bunch of games downloaded. I got, like I said, I was considering Undertale just because. I've also thought about trying Uma Musume, the horse girl racing game that that's been super trendy lately. I don't own Me Side, Hedgie. I've said this before. I don't own that game. How much is it going for? How much is Me Side going for? We can 14 bucks. Okay. I can't if you give me like till the end of the week, then I could afford it. Like, oh god, it just jumped straight in full volume playing the trailer. Yeah, so $14. Or technically it's 13.49 cuz it's on sale. But yeah, it's a good 6-hour game. Yeah, if you we can put Me Side on the list potentially to play. I mean, I'm open to playing that if you guys want to see it, um but yeah, if you guys want me to play that as one of the next games, we're going to have to wait a few days cuz I have bills to pay and I don't get paid for another few days. You know how it be. Good old adulting life. Bills are a curse. I agree. Not spoiling anything for that. All right. But yeah. Also, I guess as another thing in news, I we are probably skipping our or sorry, our Wednesday stream, the August 6th. I know that's one of our big super all night long streams, but I have both family wanting to do stuff to celebrate joint birthdays, and also I have a friend who wanted to do something late that night, and we don't have matching time zones. They are like very they're they're British, so it's not very often that I have free time to hang out with them and they really wanted to hang out. So I'm gonna hang out with them. Since I was already stuck having to stream late, I figured I'll just take that day off and we'll just have one day off of the my super long streams. It'll be fine. I'm just giving you the heads up that's part of my schedule. Um for this week only. Have fun with family and friends. Thank you. Today was Sylvie's birthday Tuesday? Yes, my birthday is Tuesday. Speaking of, I just realized I forgot to announce this anywhere. So, uh, uh, I really probably should have went and posted this beforehand, actually. Um, but let me find the picture. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. I will announce it here, and I will announce it here, and then as soon as I'm done streaming, I will reveal the thing. Uh, also, hold on 1 other second. Or actually, wait. I can be clever with this. All right, hold on. All right. Haha. Anyway, the thing I was looking for. Sorry, I am like super distracted right now, and I really shouldn't be. I'll be prepared for some more bothersome jokes if you know what I mean. I know what you mean. But here's your announcement for Tuesday. We're having I'm gonna be on Sill of a Night as the guest here on my channel. I still think that that's funny. So, this is an idea that we people have floated around with for a while, but essentially, since I've had Syl on, and like me and Syl have talked about having her on again, um, before, because you know what, me and Syl, like I said, we're friends. We already hang out like all the time. Um, but yeah, so the idea is basically she's going to be the host and I'm going to be the guest. So I'll answer all of your questions, because funny enough, after specifically, okay, do you know who the most requested guests in order, okay? And this is period. The most requested guests in order have been Markiplier, myself, and Luton. So, and two of those are not happening anytime soon. And I just thought this would be a funny thing to do, would be to just, I'll be my own guest. So, um, for my birthday, we are going to have, I'm over talking. You get the idea. Where I'm going to be the guest in the show. You guys can ask me questions. Um, it'll be fun to have it all flipped around and turned on me. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys here. Um, what? But yeah, so yeah, y'all will get to enjoy asking me questions, and Sil can have fun trying to do the talk show I've been doing. Um, but yeah, good times, good times. Um, I got an update on the emotes, the last of the emotes. We're gonna have a bunch of the emotes remade. We're gonna have all the old emotes remade. So all of the original Cell emotes shall be removed from Twitch. So all of these are gonna get completely remade. Also, although I think Mega Hype and the Shaking Rage one we're probably gonna stay, because I don't have any plans currently to get any animated emotes. Hi, Archangel. But yeah, we're gonna change those, and also the Padoru and the Yippee are also gonna stay. But anyway, we're gonna have those all changed out. I got in progress work on those, so I'm pretty happy about that. Um, hi, hi. Let's see here. What else? Um, so side note, I discovered something I did not know was a thing, and it has already been helping me a bunch. I found out that Google has like a Trello board project manager thing where you can do like subtasks and all this other stuff and it's something I've kind of been wanting to try to help organize myself more. And I had no idea that existed. Cause like, I don't know if you guys follow like game development stuff, but Trello boards are essentially you can like you make a main task and then you make a bunch of smaller tasks and the tasks that lead to it and so on and so forth, and you just move them across categories and stuff. But I found out that apparently Google has a free version, so I don't have to pay like $8 a month to get access to a simple program that should just exist for free. You know, that always bothered me. How dare Microsoft charge for Office for like Word? Like I understand PowerPoint. I kind of understand Excel and all the other Office programs, but Word? Why is there not a basic version of Word that's just free? It's just typing. It's just text. Like for real. I could like all it is yeah, it's just text. It doesn't make any sense to my brain. Hi, Angie. The lo-fi game that I played have 0 cents, right? Wait, is there like a organizer lo-fi game? That might be more fun. I might look into that if that is a thing. But yeah, no, I got myself like a little Celvion project Trello board going now. And hopefully I will have less projects disappear. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been around long enough, but I've had a couple projects that just disappeared because they were written down, but like I couldn't work on them for a long time. And um yeah. So anyway, the idea here is that having like a board that I have to look at all the time, and I have it set up so that I'm stuck looking at it all the time, should make it so that I don't miss stuff. Hi Connor, look at me. How are you? Anyway, uh some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Um Apparently VTubers are the ones are getting hit really bad right now by Twitch. Apparently VTuber viewers are being looked at as if they were bots, and that's apparently like a major thing if and I'm kind of concerned about that. Like there is like reports of them like suppressing like viewers and stuff for VTubers because I guess because like Twitch corporate is finding them to be bots. So yeah, kind of concerning, but I guess yeah, I guess be careful, especially if you live in smaller country, like maybe in like in more obscure countries, and I don't mean that in any way offensively.
Of course they are. So, they consider me and everyone here a bot then. Fuck them. Sorry for the outburst in TTS form.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything offensive because I like Twitch. I like Twitch. I say it completely. Well, I have like my YouTube open. As I'm simulcasting on YouTube. But they do stuff that I'm concerned I that concerns me sometimes. But then again, who doesn't everybody, right? Like, but yeah, apparently it might be connected. So one of my friends recently got banned. They live in Brazil, and they're having a bunch of issues with their account now because And essentially, like they got banned already, and it's a little bit, and it's because they were suspected of being a bot, and they were a streamer, like a full blown streamer, and apparently, I guess it just they didn't like them being from Brazil and being like being on Twitch. I guess they just like, oh, VTuber from Brazil can't be legit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. YouTube schmootube. I did an experiment where I saw how many Twitch people I can see go live, and then there was 42 notifications for people to go live. That's crazy. Better not get banned. I've worked so hard on these stream streaks. I know. I don't want anyone to get banned. I'm just saying. I'm just kind of giving the heads up that apparently that's going around. Um, and I don't know. It just seemed like a thing worth talking about. So, I guess be careful. But yeah, what did I have anything else? But yeah, uh, if you guys have other games that you are interested in, especially if they are not actually out yet but are coming out soon, that also like not actually out or freshly out, be careful out there. Yeah, exactly. Be careful out there. But yeah, if you guys have any games that is either recently came out or coming out soon specifically that you want me to play, I am happy to have them to hear them. Also, otherwise, like I said, I was considering doing Undertale. Undertale seems to be pretty evergreen. And then the other thing I was thinking of is jumping back into our Metal Gear Solid playthrough of the entire Metal Gear Solid franchise and doing like either continuing Peace Walker or finishing up with or like moving on to Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. I know that nerdy Noira, Noiria. Welcome in. How are you? But yeah, like I said, it's I really hope that nobody like I hope that everything with that works out and they chill out a little, I guess. Like I don't know why, but like I hate it when people mess with apps too much. They always want to sit and like tinker with like websites and apps and it's just like, guys, stop. Nobody wants you to do this. Unless it is an actual requested like change, nobody wants you to do that. Everyone wants you to stop. They're always changing things. I know. Nobody, but the thing is that it's universally unpopular for them to change anything. And they should just stop. I don't care that they think the UI is looking old. Pretty good. I'm playing Little Big Planet 2 on my modded PS. Yo, that's so cool. I loved Little Big Planet. But I only played the first one, which is actually kind of surprising, even to myself, really. Snake Eater. I you've been on YouTuber. VTuber's non-existent for the most part. Yeah, no. They're always on VTubers for some reason. They just do not like VTubers, and I think it's because we don't match the expected parameters of streamers. I don't know. How many people have followed and it glitched counted 150? I mean, yeah. You only have the first game slash disc then? No. Funny enough, I have all of the Little Big Planet franchise. I just have only played through the first game. Like, you know what I mean? I have the whole franchise. I never sat down and unlocked everything out of the other ones. The other ones I just bought. They sat on a shelf. And honestly, that was actually like that's kind of like low key a little bit of a regret for the PS3 era is that I bought those games. I bought so many games from the PS3 era and just never played them. Because I think PS3 is up there with the like I think it might be the console I bought the most games for. period, because I have a bookcase almost entirely full of PS3 games, and I didn't play more than half of them. Like, I'm pretty sure I played maybe like 30-40% of all of my PS3 games. Or at least all the way through. I'm sure I played a bunch of them I probably played for a little bit and then stopped, but fit the vibe of Twitch a lot more than most flesh tubers here for the games and personality. You know what? That's fair. I think a lot of the flesh tubers will a lot of them will just play a game and like barely talk, and like you can't really get away with that with VTubing. I feel like very few people actually get away with doing the whole just chatting thing on or you know what I mean? There are very few people get away with just not doing anything interesting on Twitch. Or you know what I'm trying to say. I'm losing track. My brain. Oh my god, my brain. Another idea I had that we could do that I thought might be fun is I've also thought about us just this is just a side note throwing back to ideas for content now we finished our big games again. Another idea that I had was maybe it would be fun if we started over our Subnautica speed run we were going for, because I love the Subnautica games like so much. I'm so excited for Subnautica 2, but I don't but I don't think I played all of them on stream. I played them all when I was a in the before times. But I but so I played all of them before, and like I said, I think it just would be nice to be able to have like a set Subnautica playthrough. We could try to do uh either the speed run again or play through those, like I said, just because I like them. I just like there's very few games where I'm like I want to replay. I would be down to replay it, and Subnautica's up there. Although I feel like that might hurt the playthrough that I already would be know everything and not be afraid of anything. I don't know. But yeah, I have one game of the year, two special edition, day one, PS Vita. Okay, so I okay, as far as the Little Big Planet franchise goes, I have the first one, the game of the year with all the DLC one, with a well, not all the DLC, bunch of the DLC. I've got Little Big Planet 2 and Little Big Planet 3. I don't know if either of those are I think they're both plain. I know PS2 the Little Big Planet 2 I have regular. PS3 the Little Big Planet 3 I have it digitally, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what console I have it for. I have the original PSP Little Big Planet. It came with my PSP, but my PSP is broken. And then I never owned a Vita or any Vita games. So I don't have Vita. And I don't have karting or Sackboy's Big Adventure. Do you happen to have Tools of Destruction? Wait, isn't that Ratchet and Clank? Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. Yep. Oh, yeah, I don't okay. All of the Ratchet and Clank games I have are for PS2. I do not own any of the ones past PS2. With the flippable cover. Uh, are you talking about the Ratchet and Clank game? I've thought of, you know what? That might be a fun thing to go back and play with them. But yeah, no, my first console was the Sega Genesis at my grandparents' house, and it was old then, for the record. Um, I think my first console was like late N64, because after like a single year or two, I got a PS2, and that was probably more properly my first console. PS2 and a GameCube. Um, And then, like I said, when I was like 3 or 4, I would play Sonic the Hedgehog on a Sega Genesis at my grandparents' house, but that was like I said, that was already old at the time. Um, you know what I mean? That's that's like the era I grew up in is like late N64. I grew up when Pokemon was like everyone was freaking out over Pokemon. So, delegated, hello. In fact, I was super into Pokemon and freaking out over Pokemon at the time. I have one of the first runs of yo. Did I just see a follow thing that didn't pop up in chat? Thank you for the follow. Uh, Welcome to the Celvion Legion. I hope you have a cell of a time. Oh, there it goes. Nerdy Noira, welcome to the Celvion Legion. I hope you have a cell of a time. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, my PS3, it is the first model, but it is not the one that's backwards compatible, which is a bummer. The dusty N64 on the side. But yeah, but yeah, but yeah, I actually ended up with pretty much all of my siblings as video game consoles. So I have basically every video game console ever. Like, I have every single Nintendo console, every single PlayStation console, except for the newest one. I also don't have a Switch 2, so I guess I can't say that. But I have the original Nintendo Entertainment System all the way through the Switch, every single Nintendo console, like from there to there. I have a PS1 through 4. I have all Xboxes but the new one. I just didn't buy any of the current console generation so far. Um, I have a Game Boy Micro. I don't give me like 1 second. Game Boy Micro. No, I did not have a Game Boy Micro, but I have the original brick Game Boy. Somewhere I have a Game Boy Advanced, a Game Boy Advanced SP. I have a Nintendo DS. I have two Nintendo 3DSs, and I don't know. It's like the rounded fat one. PS3. Give me 1 second. This is the one that I have. I'll just pop a picture on stream. Why not? That's easy enough. Okay. So this is the PS3 that I have. Please don't be gigantic. It wasn't that bad. Okay. That's the PS3 I have. Hey, no fighting. Uh, I want okay. That's the problem with being like a or oh wait, you're not fighting. Never mind. I reread the chat. That's the exact same one I have. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so we ain't fighting, we're agreeing. I know, I saw it. My bad. But yeah, the problem with when being a streamer and a game collector is that I still feel the compelled to get all the consoles, even when I'm like, I don't want them. I don't really, you know what I mean? Where I'm not like, I'm not a fan of the Switch 2's current business practices, but I kind of am also like, it is a Nintendo console, and there's gonna be games I want on that. I know there is, and I'm sure streaming them would go well. Looking at you, Bonanza. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's a bummer. But what other game consoles do I have? I also have a Virtual Boy, and I have like 5 or 6 games for my Virtual Boy too. Those are expensive. But yeah, no, I just kind of collected, mostly just collected games and consoles from my siblings. I just ended up being the one who got everything as my siblings aged out of stuff. I was always like, "Do not get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. I'll take it for everything." Just, you know what I mean? Like, I was always like, "Let me keep it." And so eventually they just let me keep it, cuz I but yeah, so I ended up with pretty much everybody's game consoles. So I have like everything. I have a significant amount of the Sega consoles too, I think. Because I got a Genesis, a Genesis and a Dreamcast and a Game Gear. So I think I'm missing the Sega Saturn. I feel like there was one other Sega console. And I don't have anything Atari or like any of the other like super old ones that are like PCs kind of, nor 32X do not count as consoles, they're add-ons. The Sega Master System, yeah, I don't have that one either. So, but yeah, no, like I said, I have a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, N64, all the Game Boys pretty much except for the Game Boy Micro. Um I have, yeah, like I said, I have a lot of consoles. I have most of the consoles, I would say. Something like I'd say I have like 70% of all the video game consoles. Um, I've been looking into potentially getting an arcade cabinet for a while now. I think that would be really exciting. I genuinely really want to get that. But I don't, is it I feel like this might be weird, but I specifically do not want one of those arcade cabinets that have everything. Like, I kind of hate those because they feel like they're missing the point. The point of an arcade is supposed to be like a dedicated machine for that one game. And like I feel like the super huge mega arcades cabinets where it's like we have 300 games. I always look at those and I'm always like, that's just an emulator. You know what I mean? It's just an emulator. Guys, it's just an emulator. If I just wanted to play games for the sake of playing games, I would just emulate the games. You know what I mean? If they're that old, if they're like arcade old, but a really big one, but an emulator. So like if I was to get an arcade cabinet, I want like a specific game and I want it to be like an actual arcade cabinet. Um, I actually, funny enough though, I have actually looked into potentially making my own arcade cabinet out of old computer parts because there is actually a way that you can turn a PC, like your leftover PC parts, into an arcade. People have done that before, and not the kind that, and it doesn't have to be the type that have like a million games on it. And since I'm already a streamer, I'm going through PC parts. I have to buy new PC parts and keep my stuff up to date. So, what else can I do with the old ones? How about I mod a bunch of games into full arcade cabinets and I can design arcade cabinet? That is a thing I have been actually looking into doing and have been genuinely thinking about because, an arcade cabinet doesn't need to have as good of graphics as depending on what I make the arcade cabinet of, it doesn't matter if it's the high end thing, especially if it's a slightly older game I put on there. How? There's a lot of there's guides and stuff on how you could do that, but I haven't quite gotten to the point of actually starting that as a project, but I have a bunch of stuff. I've been saving my old PCs and PC parts for a while now, ever since I discovered this was a thing you could do. And at some point, probably when I get out of living in apartments, if I could get like a house, even if it's like a rental house or something, uh, then I would probably start the arcade project and buy wood and get vinyl to cover the sides and make myself a and get all the bits to wire together the like front panel. And I kind of want to make it so it actually takes coins. And because like if you ever look inside old arcade cabinets, they have like a little switch inside that gets flicked by your putting coins in, kind of. And that's how it counts your credits. So essentially, I would like to see if I could figure out a way to get one of those switches and just be able to click it on or off to being like, this is taking coins mode. I don't know. That might be too much, honestly. But the big idea is just either pick a game that's newer that plays kind of like an arcade cabinet, or an old arcade game, or mod a game to play more like an arcade and throw it onto a arcade cabinet. And that is just a dumb idea I've had lingering around, and I actually have some ideas of games I would do that with, and it's just fun. And it's one of those like over optimistic ideas that like I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing or anything like that, or etc. But the fact that I know how to do it, I'm saving stuff on the off chance that I could try. At least once. I would like to try that. I would like to do that project at least once, just because I think it'd be really fun. But yeah. Um, boy. Also, um, anyway. Also, do I have another project planned to like build a display cabinet for all of my collectibles I have? I don't know. I sat and collected a lot of stuff. I'm honestly slightly concerned I might be borderline a hoarder of some sort, because I have family who have done that. But I collect only nerdy things. But thank you for the care package. You little stretch. What? And I've already like I don't keep anything that's like actual garbage, for the record. So I'm not worried about being a hoarder. I'm worried that I'm like some weird borderline thing though with how much stuff I save. Uh, Thank you for the hydrate. It's a part of the care package. But but uh but for real, I have one bin of just collectibles. I have I have two bins of video games. No, actually more than two bins. I have one bin that's entirely consoles, and then two bins that are just the games themselves. I I already have a bookshelf that is full of games that I've taken out of bins. I also have a CD rack full of PS1 games, because that was the easiest thing, because I had a CD rack and I had the PS1 games. That was the easiest thing to put on display around where I live. Uh, I have about 5 bins of DVDs, which, for the record, I want to get rid of my DVDs. I'm tired of having DVDs. Like, I really liked them for a long time, and I like physical media, but like part of me is like, man, collecting stuff just for the sake of having it is a pain, especially with how much I move like in recent memory. Boy. But anyway, Um, what kind of DVDs we talking? Just of movies, TV shows. I was the type for most of my adulthood to just be like, I like that show, buy all of it on DVD. I like that movie, buy it on DVD. And a lot of the time I would get them for fairly cheap. So it's not like it's not like it's worth a lot of money. A lot of the time, like I would buy DVDs for like $1 or something or less. Like I used to go to pawn shops, and this is part of how I got so many DVDs in general, is that I would go to pawn shops, and a lot of the time with pawn shops, they'll have like deals where you can get like 4 DVDs for $1, and so I would just load up on movies I liked until I had like like I said, I have like 5 I have like 5 gigantic bins of DVDs. Because I don't know, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I always thought the coolest thing was having a massive library of stuff, like movies and video games and books and stuff just around in like big bookshelves to just like for whenever you wanted. And then like, I don't know, eventually it kind of became like, just store it all digitally. You don't need to. And the funny part is it's not even that I don't like having stuff and like having it on display. I like that kind of thing for the simple fact that you can be like, hey, look at you want to see what my taste in movies are? Here's my movie shelf. Go look, go crazy. Look at it. And it'll all be there and people could go look at it and it'll be like, wow. And it's something someone who comes over to your house can talk to you about. But that is funny. Nice, Hedgie. Um, but like I said, nowadays though, like moved a lot more. You know what I mean? I have been moving. Uh, like I said, I've been living in apartments, so and not in like my parents' house or in a big rental home with my college roommates that we were renting out. And now it's like, wow, having a giant collection of stuff is a lot less nice. You know what I mean? Now it's like, look at all these bins full of mostly nothing, mostly air from inside the cases that I have to move around. Yeah, that stuff is cool when you got the space and money. When you don't, it's inefficient hoarding. Exactly. Like, if I owned a home, that would be the nicest thing ever, but I don't. Yeah, but you know how it is. Funny enough, I've actually never played GTA 5. I'm actually not a fan of Grand Theft Auto in general. I kind of had the franchise ruined for me a little bit because I kind of had the franchise ruined for me a little bit because when I was a kid, I always was told by my parents to you need to okay, you've played the game long enough. You need to hand the controller to your younger brother or other sibling, right? And I'd hand it to them, and then they would ruin all the stuff that I had worked hard for in the game trying to play through the story. Like all of my like unlocked items, all of my anything. They'd crash my special cars, get them destroyed and gone. And I would just be stuck sitting there and watching as they wasted and threw away all of my belongings because they didn't want to proceed with the storyline like they would with other games. They just wanted to run around killing people. And I would tell my parents this and they just didn't care. So that's yeah, so eventually I just stopped playing Grand Theft Auto games. I think the only Rockstar game I ever played to completion was Bully. I don't know. That brand of game just never interested me after a couple years of dealing with that when I had them when I was a kid. So nope, never played Manhunt or Postal or any of their other games. I played through Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, Vice City. I played a little bit of those. I played Red Dead Redemption 1. I played and then I beat Bully. I actually 100%ed Bully. I actually even have the platinum achievement on the PS3 version. But that is all I have done as far as Rockstar games. I never played any of the other game. Oh, and I have 4. I got 4 also on like super bargain, and I played a little bit of it, but I just didn't care. You know what I mean? So I just like that was just like a thing I grew up with. So I just never really got into those games anymore. They stopped interesting me. And honestly, they didn't really interest me that much as a kid either. I was kind of like, wow, the game is just outside. I'd rather go play fantasy games, fantasy or sci-fi or something. So just connect to the level arcades if you want. I could help guide you. You know, maybe that might be fun. I'm not. I'm not sure about jumping into like doing a ton of like Little Big Planet necessarily right now, but that does seem really interesting. 5 PS3 or yeah. Yeah, like I said, I never really got into the Grand Theft Auto games. Honestly, I never got into any of the games that were like super I want to call them realistic, but they weren't necessarily realistic. A lot of them were like but they were all the games that were basically set in the real world, games or shows with like no twist or change or anything. I never really got into them. Like I never really vibed with Grand Theft Auto. Like even when I was playing those games when I was a kid, I didn't really like love Grand Theft Auto either. It was just a game that was popular and people were playing and I wanted to play it. Yeah. Because other people were playing it. And then another example is like Call of Duty. I never really got into Call of Duty or Battlefield because they were too realistic at the time and I was just like I'd rather play Halo, man. Halo with the laser guns and stuff. Why would I want to go shoot actual game like actual real world guns? I never got that when I was younger. I still don't really get it, but I respect it more. But anyway, today I do have a game picked out for us. I figure it is time for us to move on to the game. So today I was gonna have us play a game called Wheel World. It looked kind of fun. It was on the Xbox Game Pass. It is basically, from what I gather, just like a free roaming like bicycle game. And I don't know, playing random games like this have sometimes been some of our best games is when I pick a game that I have no expectations for as a random one-off. So, like one of my favorite streams we ever did here on the channel was our fishing simulator. Oh, that was loud. Okay, Wheel World. Um, Wheel World. Um, the world of wheels. Did I just like wake up in the woods? Where? Oh wait, I think sound alerts might be broken for PC mode. It was working for just chatting. Uh, Interesting. That is odd. Okay. Interesting. Giant castle. I you know what, I did read it. You don't have to worry about that. It just didn't read it out loud. Okay, ancient ruins. What could possibly be a pedal bike? The sacred pedal bike of Shmegalema or whatever. Okay. Ancient pedal bike. Scully. What? Who? Never interrupt my recovery phase. That was a good dream too. Or hold on, let me get them a proper voice. Hold on. Who are you? What gear is it? Ah, I am late for my shift. Far too late. Sorry, I guess you don't know. Allow me to introduce myself. I am an immortal bike demon. Most call me Scully. With the help of a legendary rider, I lead spirits to the moon and back, completing the chain of life. The chain of life, that celestial slipstream, bridging wheelworld and the moon, won't run without me. He-Man? I'll get you, He-Man. I've got a bit of a problem, though. Something's happened to my legendary parts. I think you should speak to a doctor there, Scully. And maybe tone down the confidence just a little bit. My timeless frame, handlebars, drivetrain, wheels, and even saddle have been stolen. If it's the entirety of the bike, are you really missing the bike? Or was this just never that bike? You know what I mean? Think about it. If someone steals every single part of a bike and just leaves behind like the junk parts they replace it with, that they use to replace it, is the bike the same bike? You know what I mean? I'm left with these rusty dumpster finds. Without my legendary parts, I cannot travel to the sewer of spirits, travel to Mount Sand, perform the great shift, and move wheelworld forward another gear. There is a bike build for every terrain in the sewer of spirits is no different. The energy in the sewer spirits is turbulent. Only a legendary build and a rider with unmatched rep could possibly stay upright. My rider has moved on, so you have to do. The chain of life has brought us together after all. What's your name? Cat, huh? Listen, Cat. Just up the hill, there's a bell shrine. With each bell shrine rests a shrine ghost. Shrine ghosts are immortal demons like me, following the word of Cog. Since the first bikes, they gather the spirit energy from the surrounding area for us to use on our journey. Let's head there first. We're gonna need all the boost infusions we can get. Whatever that means. Let's roll out! The Bell Shrine Ghost might know where my parts went. Let's climb that hill. Alright. Alright. Yeah, no, I think our character might just be a random homeless girl. Or guy. They were designed in a way that's hard to tell. Donato Hill creeps. Man. How do I get off the bike? Okay. Those dang Leonardo Hill boys won't let me go up the hill. All right. We're pedaling. Art style reminds me of Dreamscaper. I don't even know what that game is. If you're blue now, that's my attack. All right. Let's check out this house. I love that they're all like Spanish villas. I don't know why, but that's just... It's such an appealing design for a house. With like the rounded, like white stucco bricks and the like rounded doors. I like that.
Where do you think you're going?
Looks like he's in some kind of bike gang, Cat. Bike bosses love to talk trash. Let me handle this. Out of the way, kid. We need up this hill.
Whoa, check out this Fred, and they're talking bike. Blew the budget on some kind of talismanic headband, huh?
Congrats on taking off the training wheels, but we've got business up the hill.
Like that piece of scrap can climb a hill. This hill is Leonardo Hill boys territory. You gonna climb it, you're gonna need some rep.
Rep like a reputation. Wheelable.
Yep, rep makes the world go round.
Yeah, probably.
And from the looks of it, you have none.
Cat, you have 0 rep.
No rep, no hill. Leonardo Hill boys only. Woo! Leonardo rules. Of course. It always races for more rep.
What do you think, Cat? All right. Really? You even know how to race?
If I'm gonna race you, I need my team. Do me a favor, go get them for me. You should be over at the beach. Let me know.
Show you. Oh, I thought he said let me know you.
Over here, just down the road there. Take a left at Albuquerque, and if you're in the ocean, you've gone too far, brah.
Okay.
Come back here once you find my teammates. You should be on the beach. Check your map if you're lost. I'll be waiting.
Okay. So, tutorials. Oh. And just let me through for a second. All right, we'll go find his teammates. All right, so far, I don't know what to think of this game, but it's fun and I like the art style. You have What do you think of the voices I've been giving everybody so far? Fun? All right. To the beach. They're perfect. Hi, Mercury. What are they doing? Changing parts?
Leonardo Hill boys.
Are you the rest of the Leonardo Hill boys? What do you want? Kind of busy here.
Just tuning up the steeds, switching out some parts.
Check out what washed ashore. You know, when you see a yellow box, you're in for some new gear. Finders keepers just got some sick new handlebars. Got a new drivetrain. I'm living the 3-speed life now.
This is some good stuff. Go ahead and open the box. You can equip a part in the bike section of the pause menu.
Can't talk to you unless you equip that part in the box over there. Okay, sure. Commuter wheel. Okay. Bike. Haha. Thank you for giving me your bike seats. Or your bike wheels. Oh, well, hi, Mercury. I said hi.
Oh, look who replaced a rusty part. How do you feel?
I like what you're doing with the bike. Yeah.
Still ugly, but getting there. Can you swap out that glowing scully thing?
Your boss says to come back to the hill. He and I have business. A rap business.
Back already? I was just giving the bad boy a greasing.
I am doing good. How are you, Mercury?
Reps on the line, the Narda Hill boys will be there.
Okay.
Oh, they took off so quickly. And that reminds me, Kat. Do you know about boosting?
Okay. Bell shrines.
I can't boost all the time. At least not without the help of the shrine ghosts. But if you give it a chance to recharge, it can really help you accelerate when you need it.
Alright, cool.
To the hill and teach those kids a lesson.
Okay, we gotta talk to some of these posers.
This island is quite the little escape for us Trampetons. Just a short trip over the viaduct, and here we are. Beach life.
Okay. Did that box read? Oh no, it's still open. Okay, and then there was somebody right there, but we're gonna have to turn around anyway. That is good. Ah, good to hear.
Ahoy! Got lost a few dozen miles back, nautical of course. Somewhere by the shifting shores. Now we're waiting for our ride back home. Any day now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yar. What? It's just shitting shores for some reason.
Ah, yes. You don't want to get lost up at the shitting shores. You know you're in trouble when you're knee deep in the shitting shores. Aye. It was a long travel. But there I was, knee deep in the sands of the shitting shore.
You don't look like you're from around here. Those Leonardo Hill boys don't let anyone get in or out here. So where are you from? Farmlands, Rolling Hill, Preserve, Villa City? I give up. Okay. Bye. I'm kind of wondering if I can find more bike parts around here if I look.
Wipe out! Totally gnarly, dude.
Anyway. I kind of feel like I love doing the other voices, but I feel like the fact that so many of my voices are very ass cleaning might be off-putting to people.
Living on an island is tough. Hard to get groceries. Sometimes I dream about hopping on my bike and moving to Tremonto. Right over the water.
Okay. That's just a violin. All right. We did find another part. So I guess it really is just, I guess, look around for non-rusted parts. You know, I always, I never actually was the type who actually got to sit and, like, hang out on my bike all the time. You know, like in movies, I was always kind of jealous of, like, other like the kids in movies. So it always really did seem like they would just, like, go hang out wherever and just, like, you know what I mean? Like, just stay on their bikes and stuff everywhere. I never really did that. Not like I just didn't like, I was a very homebody kid. I just never left my house. I'm like, the video games are inside. So like, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy outdoor activities until I was older. Like, sometimes, like, and I don't think I'm physically fit to be, like, going and doing, like, lots of, like, pick up something like cycling.
Nardo Hill boys are back. Time to race. You tell them, boss.
Our support, our team leader can't lose.
Let's send this rusty bike to the salvage yard where it belongs.
Okay. Didn't get into biking till I was older, then my bike got stolen. Ooh, I'm sorry. That was so fast. Wait. I was expecting a 3, 2, 1 go or something. Oh, okay. Okay. Is this a real thing? Okay, you know... You know, I never actually believed that, like... okay. Because, you know, when you watch, like... When you play games and stuff, they're always like, follow along behind, and it gives you a boost. I never believed that was real. Like, I've seen people talk about that with, like, cycling and running, and I'm like, there is no way that's real. That doesn't make any sense. Like, air moves so much faster than you would ever move. Like, why would be just following along behind somebody else and, like, I guess having them tank your, like, air resistance? Why would that work? All right. We did it. First by a lot. I never had a bike get stolen. I was always paranoid about it. So I got a really long bike chain when I did have a bike, and I would weave it through both my wheels, my brake system, and the frame of the bike so nobody could take anything. Or if they did take something, it would be something that was cheaper to replace, like the seat. Amateur bars. Let's go.
How did you beat us? Are we slow? Must have the wrong parts.
She's got some kind of magic boost. Is that a perk?
Cough up the rip, fellas.
Of course, we all follow the sacred manual. A win is a win. With the rep, we bestow upon you the title of probationary Lunardo Pill Boy. You are free to use the Lunardo Island Hill. One favor, though. If you're planning to cross to Tremonto, then look out for our brothers. Some Lunardo Hill boys went over there to train but haven't returned. They are needed here at the hill. Also, talk to me again if you'd like a rematch. Challenge you on our extended race route.
More difficult, sure you can handle it. Okay, huzzah! Probationary. I mean, obviously I did just show up and kick their ass. I'm sure they don't necessarily want to be like, you know, they don't know me very well. So I could be terrible and they might want to kick me out. All right, they wanted the longer rematch. Let's go. All right. So this is like an adventure racing game. I kind of love it, honestly. It's kind of goofy, but in like such a fun way. Okay, but yeah, no, I had no expectations for this game. I was just like, this looks fun. But yeah, no, honestly, I didn't even learn how to ride a bike until I was way older than most people. I wanted that A. All right, and airtime. Just getting warmed up. All right. Airtime. Come on down this way. But yeah, yeah, like I said, I never had a nice bike either, for that matter. Man, I kind of miss when everyone was like super into like extreme sports. Feels like so long ago. Like the Tony Hawk era. Like, I still find it kind of crazy that like, my nephew is super into Tony Hawk and pro skating, and I'm like, I haven't even thought of pro skating as like a real thing in like forever. I kind of wonder what's gonna happen to Tony. What happens when Tony Hawk has to actually retire? You know what I mean? Like, the era was forever ago. I know. Just because I miss it doesn't mean I don't realize it was a long time ago. By a hair. So close. Finish in first place, +3 rep, amateur chain. Like cat and win. But yeah, no, that era was a while ago, but Tony Hawk still skates. But I have not heard of any other like pro skater. Like, I never hear of another pro skater. So like, if nobody's replacing Tony Hawk, then what's gonna happen when Tony Hawk retires? Is skating just over? I've noticed like nobody's like making a big deal out of skating or skate culture or any of that stuff anymore. And they haven't for a while. I'm not saying that's a new thing, but like, just makes me wonder, you know? Tight bars. Why am I getting handlebar? I want a frame. I want a seat that's not broken. All right. Honestly, you know what one of my dream merch ideas is? Actually, if I was to get merch. Is I really want to get The locations have appeared on your map. Oh.
Hi, Scully. You're late. New rider looks familiar. This is Cat. Not much rep, but there's some potential. Thieves who took your legendary parts have rode off. Cross the Lunado Bridge to the land of Tremonto. You didn't, like, stop them? I was busy. Scully, the sewer of spirits may be sealed shut here, but I sense a leak. That's not good. Go, get your parts and reopen the sewer of spirits. The legendary spirit energy I've gathered. This energy will increase your boost gauge max. You will need it.
Okay.
4 other bell shrines like this one. Seek them out. The shrine ghost will give you the spirit energy as well.
May the wind be at your back and the wheels be true. More of your map. Increase your boost gauge. Okay.
Thieves.
Do you seek knowledge? Let me consult the sacred manual. But yeah, no. One of my like most wanted like merch items to get is a skateboard. I really want to get like cell art on a skateboard. I don't know why, but that is just something I think would be so cool to have. As it's merch of myself that I want for me. I want to put it on my wall. I think it'd be cool. That's how I design merch. It's just like, what stuff do I want of me? But I know a lot of people merch is like oh, you gotta, you know, you make money or sell whatever. I don't care about making money off merch. A lot of the time, I just find the idea of like designing it fun, and that's why I talk about it so much.
Your legendary parts allow you to unseal and ride the sewer of spirits. Fulfill your duty shepherding the spirits to the moon and back. This is the great shift that moves the wheel world forward another gear.
Okay. Let's see here. Ride your ride. Hey, how's it going? I'm just here on Lunardo Island looking for some fresh bike parts. Cyclorp always dropping these yellow boxes around. I think I saw some land near here. The bridge and farmlands where I saw my choice finding. Stop by. Dumpster find, huh? Looks a little rusty. Well, don't just start swapping out parts because you can. You want to be intentional about it. You know what you want. Oh, okay. Well, that's... I disagree with that entirely. I want my stats to be good. Better grip, better handling and grip. Yeah, no, the whole point of this stuff is you want things to go up. This game with Goat Simulator balance system of bikes. Interesting. Actually, we never looked at the map. Did we miss anything over here? It doesn't look like we did. All right. I think it'd be interesting to see this game, but with skateboards. That'd probably be more my speed, honestly. Oh, wait. Hello. Tight seat. That's what they call my posterior. Aha. Skater XL. I always wanted to learn how to ride a pedal bike, or not pedal bike, a skateboard. What, my God, Cell. I always wanted to learn how to ride a skateboard, but I lived in a place with like no paved, like I lived in a place with very few paved roads. Like a lot of it was just gravel roads for cost or whatever. So sewer traffic. Hey, this might look like a John. That's just for practicality's sake. Portal John.
Tap into the sewer of spirits to help you get around.
You're not supposed to mess with the sewer of spirits. It's an ancient bikeway connecting wheelworld to the moon of the dead.
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm into disruption. Adding these all over wheelworld. Should get some portal potties. I'll register on your map.
Okay, fast travel system. Got it. All right, so we can teleport here now. Yeah! Yeah! I don't know why we did that, but that was fun. Ah, yes, the portal potties. Also, I love that we're like, we need a seat. And your character doesn't even use the seat. They're like hovering over the seat most of the time. Okay. Sounds like a boy band from Dollar Tree. You know what? I also, like, I kind of miss boy bands. I genuinely, I know, like, that trend was gone for a long, long time. I kind of wonder why people don't make them anymore. Like, why, like, the record studios don't make them. They seem like they made a ton of money. Quick saddle. Tremonto's farmlands. Windward, bountiful collapse, burst really weird. Okay. Pretty.
This is the bridge.
It's a long way across. We should make sure we're prepared. It's the birthplace of bicycle racing. Cross that bridge, rep its power.
My legendary parts. I'm no good, cat.
We've got to retrieve them.
Let's go to Tremonto. The spirits need us.
Take a look. Velo City. Ah, it's very Dutch looking from here. Sit for more than 500 shifts. Okay. I love it when you have these kind of games and they just make like a big deal out of like whatever the point of the game is. Like it's like the center point of all culture or something. I bunked hard coming across that bridge. Classic falls flat. You think it's level. It looks downhill. Exactly, I'm a climber. I don't get it. I don't know enough about bikes. Tremonto's vineyards. Shoot by its titanium-rich soil. Unique ageless flavor. Yum. Bots.
You all seem comfortable.
I'm loving the seed breeze. Loving this island life. Out here, no bots at all.
Bots?
Forget I said anything.
I think you might be racist.
I will not stand for your racism here.
Outside rocks. I mean, I don't know. You do you. You'll get your tan if you want one, I suppose. Tanning is super bad for you, though. Like, doesn't it, like, destroy your skin and make you look old? That is, like, what I'm always hearing. That you shouldn't tan because it'll make you look old way sooner. Staying inside. Now that is what's good for you, apparently. You stay inside, don't go outside, maybe play some video games. Good for your skin, you'll be young forever. All right. We should build bridges like this more often. I always think these are so, like, stuff like this in video games are always so pretty, but always stuff that, like, nobody actually builds anymore. I can't stop. I can't turn either. Oh, it's a cutscene.
Wheelworld! Wheelworld!
Okay. Oh, there's cars now. All right, hold on. There was like an outcropping back here that I'm sure had bike parts. Don't even let me look. That seemed really scripted. I know, right? I wish there was like a wheelie button. Okay. Nope. All right. Onward. I'm guessing we have a bell. There's a bell for sure, like right over there. I can see it. A bell right there. Bell there. Okay. Maybe I should go get all the bells first. Like, if I'm looking at this, like, what seems like the proper, or, like, it does seem like that would be, like, the fastest way to, like, clear out that map, at least. Like, that side, I'm really, aw, you should take a picture. All right. Portal! Now I can skip the bridge. Okay.
Oh, what's with these statues? Nice set of wheels on them. Wait. Huh? Cat, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Those are my parts. The legendary parts. These guys have my legendary parts.
Roby. You see, we're admiring our Psycorp ambassadors. They ride our latest high-performance Pro Series componentry.
What the? Is that thing talking to us?
Interesting. A bike demon. Ancient technology thought to be destroyed.
Hey, robot! These guys took my legendary parts.
World in real life. I like your model. It's cute and creepy at the same time. Well, thank you. I'm an android. All androids in my lore have eyes like mine in my skin tone, specifically so that you can tell at a glance that they are androids. Because to avoid stuff like, basically to avoid the plot of Blade Runner. Don't want people thinking that you're not what you are, and so on and so forth. But also IRL, it's because when I was originally designing my model, I kind of just made a bunch of decisions that led me to, because I used to be a Vroid, and originally it was just like, oh no, I put my skin tone the same color as my eyes, but all the darker skin tones, anything darker than this, looked weird. So I guess I have to go dark Solaris, and then just made like chain-on decisions. Well, thank you, Panini. I really appreciate it. Does it excited my cats? Thank you. I really like the eyes. I have thought about getting a human form sooner, like a more human-looking form, And so we might have that happen eventually in the future. If I ever get the ability to get other forms at all. Those are expensive.
I need them to access the sewer of spirits. Where can I find these ambassadors of yours?
Each ambassador is selected from a different region of Tremonto. They represent the highest rep earners. Out in the farms, you'll find Fernando, the Rooster de Gallo. He's cocky and holds the least rep. You'll find Lulu Ledoyen at her vineyard estate. She's tough and sophisticated. The backwoods of Tremonto are home to Isabel Rocket. She's a wild card, takes to the off-road lifestyle. Hub City, home of Maurice the Smokestack. He doesn't mind the car traffic, thrives on the chaos.
Quick question. Who's the guy in the middle?
That's Tom the Cannon Dubois. He's considered the greatest cyclist of our age. During here, he holds some of the greatest record times. Sadly, he's no longer with us. Since you'll be traveling, would you like to enroll in Cyclops' reward program? Sure. Great, let's get you signed up. And apologies, the program is for humans only. Cat isn't. Well, Cat, keep your eye on the side gig screen. Issuing challenges there. And prize, what kind of prize, you ask? My freshly printed Cyclorp coupons. Coupons at vendors all across Tremonto. Yourself some shiny new bike parts. Alright. Okay. Neat. Fame yo. Oh.
Get a horse saddle?
That's funny. Check your rewards. Oh, I have stuff for you. Okay. Good job out there.
You around here? I bet you don't even know about the Lone Wolves.
Lone wolves?
Only the biggest, baddest cycling crew in wheelworld.
Where are they?
They're everywhere, man.
But yeah, we all ride alone. It's the thing. Distributed crew, max individualism, no hierarchy.
Wow, very independent.
Give us a ring with your bell. Okay. But first, I want the teal bike frame. I kind of want the horse saddle too, but that's too expensive. Oh, 8. Booster seat. I don't want the booster seat. Okay. Nothing for you. Wait, what button was my bell? Okay, it said how I did that at the very end. Wait. Okay, oh! No! I didn't mean to talk to you a third time! Okay, I got it. Alright. What are you doing with that relic? Taking it to a museum?
Who are you calling a relic?
Looks like the seat post's about to snap off. Bike design destined for the parts bin if I ever saw one.
Watch it, buddy. I am Scully, a legendary bicycle forged in the dawn of wheelworld. A courier between living and the dead.
Sounds old. Time for an upgrade. Alright. I guess we're gonna start with the farmland over this way. Gonna go feet. Go feet. Go. We're gonna go feet.
We're gonna go feed.
We're gonna go defeat Rooster. But first, uploaded the pretty clouds. All right, I will go look at them momentarily. Bicycle. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. Amateur frame, let's go. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at the clouds that you mentioned real quick. What? That is really pretty. Okay. Okay, amateur frame. I think all that's left is all we need now is the fork, and we are all good. We're all new parts. All right. No more rusty bike parts for me. A lot of tumbles in this game. Got the recovery levels of a superhuman. Yeah, I agree. You notice something I always find really fun? Okay, so I'm going to talk about Fortnite for a quick second. Sometimes I think the characters who are like super specialized in like sports are from worlds like this game in Fortnite. And just the idea to me is really funny. Because sometimes you'll look at the Fortnite characters and they'll just be like, yeah, they are a rollerblader. You know? And it'll just be like, it'll just be like, sure, they could just be from the real world because that's established as a universe, but in the Fortnite verse. But I always think it's funny that they're just like the idea they're just like in a world where everything is settled with like rollerblade, and they just get transported to like Fortnite. I don't know why, but that's just a funny idea in my brain.
Scully, the chain of life is stretched thin. You must travel to the sewer spirits to perform the great shift. But where are your legendary parts? You know, I've been trying to figure this out. I did the shift, came back, took a little power nap. In wheelworld, the quest for rep drives some to desperation. A spirit bike must never be left out of sight, not even its own. Receive the boost infusion.
Okay. Thanks. You.
Greetings, you're Scully, yes? Yes, I am.
For you in this vicinity.
Just doing my part. Thank you, and groan.
Haha, I get it. The sacred priests of the pedals. They wear their bike boxes with pride. Fortnite, the ultimate isekai. You know, I really want to be in Fortnite. Swoosh frame. Oh. That's interesting. I kind of like it more than this one. Swoosh frame. Could fit in really well. Thank you. Like, I want to either be in Fortnite as a character, or I want something in Fortnite. I don't know why I want that, but I want it really bad. I think that'd be really cool. The up road, light fork, heavier. Vibes. All right. Don't know what that is. Hey there, cat. Nothing. All right. Okay. Nothing. Interesting. Dataling backpack? Yeah, exactly. Actually, they're adding friends to Fortnite, so you'll be able to have like pets and stuff. So it'll be more likely I can just have you guys floating around behind me, or anybody.
Our tactics ain't complicated. We attack the whole time and make you mash till you bonk.
To take these jokers to school.
All right.
Better shift up if you want to keep up, young one. No grandpa gears for this crew.
All right. You know, another good example of worlds where everything is just dedicated to like a random sport is like Yu-Gi-Oh! I always found the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing so funny. Just like,
We will settle this $1 billion wager with a children's card game.
I just always loved that. It's so like fun and goofy. Okay. Can I restart the challenge? All right. Okay, so we need to cut through the village. Got it. Okay. Honestly, a dataling backpack as a merch item would be really fun and cute too. I'm actually really bummed at how little we actually have the dataling in anything still. Like, I really want to have more stuff with the dataling just around. Because, like, it's currently not the TTS. There's just not, we're not really doing anything with the mascot. You know? Now we just have to get the K, and then we're good. All right. Then through here. He's nowhere even near me. Work perfectly as a purse. I agree. I could see that being really cute too. Or a plushie. Something. I think that would be really cool. Arrow frame. Ooh, that's even better. Okay. So we got something. Rewards. A Daedling Squishmallow. I'd love it. You know, I don't have a Squishmallow. I should get a Squishmallow. Those are really cute. A Daedling Squishmallow. They're so soft and amazing. They're really cute. Like I said, I do think they are super cute. Oh, I think I died. Just got hit by a car. Got a B1. Cute. I like bees. Bees are actually genuinely up there on like my favorite animals. For Christmas, I actually got a axolotl plushie. It's really cute. It's got like a little scent packet thingy in it so that you can make it smell. And it smells like fresh laundry pretty much all the time. I don't know, I really like it. Oh, no, you got knocked out. Yeah, no, I died. A full frontal collision between a car and a bike is the bicyclist dies. It's just how that works. I'm sorry to say, game. Honestly, it makes you wonder how they have not banned cars in the Netherlands. Doesn't everybody ride bikes there? That's honestly like the only thing I know about the Netherlands. Is that like good old the Dutch are really good at bicycling. Are really all about that bike life. Game? Why, game? Why do you even have a path back here? Hey, thank you. Fuzzy little creatures. Pet a wild bumblebee, taking my hand out of my pocket. I pet it a bit and it flew away after. Oh, that's cute. Yo, tickets. All right. Is this where Rooster hangs out? There's Rooster. Okay. You know, sometimes I will look at like European sort of architecture and will be like, man, this looks old. This looks like this will make me feel like I'm, like if I was to live there, I would feel like I'm living in like my grandparents' house. And sometimes I look at it and I'm like, if you just modernize these buildings to have like modern things, this would be like such a nice, wonderful place to live. And I kind of get that vibe with like this game a little bit. Don't really scare me, but bumbles are just so adorable and chunky. I'm not afraid of any bees. I'm afraid of wasps and hornets. So I went out of my way to make sure I knew how to tell the difference. Hi, Connor. Look at me. Join the race pub crawler kit. Nothing to be afraid of. Just as townies keep the folks at the pub amused with our racing antics. Around the old hunts and just line up a few drifts. Okay. This is really easy. Like honestly, according to the browser page or whatever of Game Pass, this game is only 4 hours long. We're 6 hours to completionist it. Part of me is like, maybe I could just completionist this. That might be a dumb fun thing to do. What kind of beat, doesn't matter what kind. This looks old, probably because it is. I mean, fair. You got me there. But you know what I meant. It looks old and like derogatorily. I think I need to restart this challenge. We were doing pretty bad there. How many laps? 5 laps. Okay. Isn't it wild that we got structures that took multiple lifetimes to build? Notre Dame took 182. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like, that's like mind-blowing that like Europe has buildings that are older than my country, or that like took longer to build than my country has existed. Like, that is kind of insane in a way. Okay. Next time we'll get that A. No! Okay. That existed hundreds of years after that. Like, it's crazy that people do not do stuff like that anymore either. Like, we don't build things, I feel like, anymore. And I don't mean necessarily like your guys' countries or my country or anything in particular. It feels like we're not building anything with the intention of it being impressive anymore. It's all like super practicality. Nobody cares about like aesthetics. I'm like, can't we make pretty stuff? Does it all have to be glass towers? There goes all of the work I just put in. Yo, Mia! Mia, thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! I am Cell, Android Girl Variety Vtuber. We're playing lots of games. We play lots of games. Today we are playing through Wheelworld because I beat all my other games and I didn't know what to do. This seemed kind of fun. New raid. Where's the drugs? Oh no. I swear I'm sober. Legally required. Yeah. I was gonna say this game looks random. Yeah, no, 100%. It's a game where everything revolves around pedal bikes. That's like the whole premise of the world in this game. Like, we have to start over. This is actually kind of hard. Gimme. Yeah, no, everything in the world revolves around pedal bikes, including the spirits of the dead and the year changing, apparently. Apparently, the year doesn't even change over without somebody doing a lap around like a special racetrack for pedal bikes. It's kind of goofy. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Right? But yeah, it's fun. It's goofy. It's something to do for the day since I didn't have a game lined up. Alright. I'm not the only one who got that reference. Let's go. Okay. Sure. Yo, I love Queen. Queen is genuinely growing up was one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band. Like, I feel like it's impossible to like not love Queen. I will say though, I feel like something that I think is just funny about Queen, the band, is that like nobody remembers when they first heard it. And I just find that amusing. Like Queen just like, everyone just woke up one day and they just knew We Are the Champions in Bohemian Rhapsody. It was just always there in your soul. God, I'm terrible at this. Yeah, it'd be weirder to dislike Queen in any way, shape, or form. All right. I'll pick up the K on the next round. All right. Mother's name, yeah, not known, hold on, I can't look at chat, I'm trying to focus. Hold on. Okay, so then... How far ahead are they? Oh, right. No! Okay, it's like ABBA in that sense. I have never not known an ABBA song by heart. I know. I think I'm in a harder race than I'm supposed to be in right now, actually. I think I need better bike parts. Because as soon as you get, like, out of, like, these starter people's jet streams, you're, like, getting destroyed. Like, I think maybe I need to just get an early lead and then just maintain it while I try to get the letters. All right. But yeah, like I said, Queen's one of those bands. You just spawn in knowing, and I just find that funny. Like I said, I have no, I don't have a specific moment where I heard almost any Queen song. Like, I've always known them. There's a couple other bands like that, I think. Like, for me, another band that's kind of like that is probably AC/DC. I have heard AC/DC pretty much my entire life. So, like, I couldn't tell you when I heard any, like, AC/DC song for the first time, pretty much. Like, I wonder if there's a word for that. Something that's become so ubiquitous, you don't actually... It's, like, impossible to know when you would have heard it first. We lost. I grew up on GNR. What's GNR? My big dumb cat base definitely has a dog soul. No doubt in my mind he loves aggressive pets the most. Aw, it's so cute. Alright, it didn't even count. Since we didn't win in, like, top 3 places, it didn't even count us for Guns N' Roses. Oh, thank you. Yay! You know what? Guns N' Roses is kind of a similar category. Like, my parents were, like, hair metal people. Like, they were super into stuff like Poison. Ooh, there we go. It's all focused now. Guns N' Roses was, like, right up there with those. And, so, like, the Take Me Down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Like, that was, like, an actual, like, lullaby I'd get sang by my parents as a kid. Oh, won't you please take me home? First place, baby! This is the one! This is the one! Still vivid in your mind? Well, then Guns N' Roses wouldn't be like what we were talking about because you can actually remember when it was. All right. 1 second off from it being the other bonus. For beating Tom. Springy fork. All right. Okay, no more rusty fork, springy fork. Quick saddle. I think we need to keep handling up. Swoosh frame, arrow frame. That is just significantly better. Thank you for the stretch. I will do that. All right. No rusty parts. No long. Even got an achievement for that. For no rusty bike. Oh, hello, you priest of the cycle gods. You're Scully, yes. Okay. All right, Rooster, can we beat you in a race already? Got your dirty feathers. Get your dirty feathers off my parts. Not a chance. These handlebars are perfect size for my wingspan. This old saddle of yours makes a fitting perch. No, I don't think I'll be handing over these, chickadee.
Then we will run a race for you then.
Why would I race you with your poultry-sized rep? Buzz it off now. Okay. All right, we gotta go win a bunch more races. That's fine. All right. Here in Wheelworld, the man with the fastest bike is king. All right. Step frame. What are you doing, step frame? I don't want it. Okay. Independent. Dusty. Ahoy! We be the gravel privateers. A fleet of outcasts, too independent to truly be a team. Pikes Peak Pedal Bike Edition. They're brought together to espouse the spirit of gravel. The most brutal gravel. Aye, that course is looking a bit choppy after the recent weather. I spry ground caps. Took me tire pressure down a scatlin. Merely a scatlin? In the midsen, she's down to the rim in the front. Aye. Have you seen those Brazilian bike races where, you know, they're going down like the city streets and stairs of like Rio de Janeiro, like on stairs? It's a stair bike race without and I don't know if you've seen some of like Brazil, like Rio. There's no handle. There's no railings for safety anywhere in the city either. And there's like a yearly race where people pedal bike race down staircases over like huge cliffs, basically. It's terrifying. I love it. I don't watch, I haven't watched one in a while, but I always think those are super cool. Now let us claim our bounty here. All right. Okay. Privateers, away! For bicycle pirates. don't know what a brown cap is or anything they were talking about. All right.
Pedal, pedal, cat, pedal like your life depends on it.
How did I miss that? Who's driving that tractor? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so... And then this way... we missed the A. Dang it! I like the music in this game. It's pretty good. Yeah, no, this is 100% a very cozy game. I mean, maybe not to play, but I could see it being really cozy to watch. Okay, so then we come here. If I remember right, the A is right there. How many laps is this race? 2. Uh-oh. That, okay. It's a long one. Okay. So we need to find the T. We got the KA. Where would we find the T? Final lap. Wait, I never saw a T. Oh, there it is. Reflect on your rubber choice next time. Oh god, you sideswiped me. I might have failed this race. Okay, so then we got this. Come on. Okay, and... rocket past them. I just need to beat 2 more guys. At least. Dang it! Okay. Privateers away! Alright. Is this like an orange orchard? Ooh, it's kind of pretty. Okay, so we know where all the letters are. So it shouldn't be that hard to get all of them. As long as we make sure we actually pick up the last one. All right. Yeah, as long as we can get the T. Because I think the T is the hard one to get because it's like right after the finish line. So you only have one chance to get that line. Okay. Do. But yeah, no, I used to love racing games. Like, I feel like I don't see like racing games that I would get excited about anymore. No. Burnout 3 was my jam. You know what? I remember liking the Burnout games. I used to do so much Need for Speed. Like, me and Vex would play that game so much. We used to play the Need for Speed Underground games all the time. Did you just wait for me? The game was so much fun, win or lose. Oh, 100%. Like I said, there's a ton of games like that where I used to love those kind of games. Pursuit bars. All right. All right, next up is probably this one. But we could just go and grab all of the bells. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to just go gather all the bells. That actually seems easy enough. Like, doesn't seem like they're like behind gate kept at all. I could just go grab all of them and max out my boost ability and use my newfound boost ability to like destroy everybody going forward. But yeah, no, I like that it's like an adventure game disguised, or it's like a racing game and an adventure game. I kind of appreciate that. All right. Plus, once we get going, if we unlock some teleports, we can kind of just teleport around the map for our racing. But yeah, no, Need for Speed Most Wanted was genuinely one of my favorite games when I was but a wee toaster. I think I need to improve my handling. You know what, another game franchise that I think would be fun for us to actually go through all of? I think it'd be kind of fun to go through Kingdom Hearts. Like, I have beaten the first two Kingdom Heartses, but I have not and I've played through at least some of the side games. Your Scullius, da-da-da-da-da. All right. But I never played 3, and I know 3 is like a big deal for of the games. Let me go zoom. Now I'm in the middle of the second game. Kingdom Hearts? Have you actually been doing Kingdom Hearts? Like right now? It's kind of awesome. But yeah, no, I've thought about doing Kingdom Hearts as one of the next games. Stan? Here I am. It's over for you, pal. Excuse me? We are way, way, way behind schedule, Skullboy. Checks time. Decades, Scully, decades.
Oh, there was this whole thing with the sewer of spirits and...
You won't take excuses, Scully. We gotta make this right and pronto.
Okay, jeez.
I got my eye on you. Also, I'm gonna upgrade your boost bar. I'll help you hurry the heck up. All right. Thanks. Get out of here. But yeah, yeah, I agree. I also love games that let me go zone. I think movement is one of the most important parts of a game feeling satisfying to like play it. The Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus. Oh yeah, nice. I have that too. I have the. Technically, I have multiple copies of that. I have both 1.5s, and then I got the combination one also. The 1.5 and 2.5, and the combination of the two. Just sort of follows. Yeah, exactly. I think that's one of. I think that's like a secret important thing about game design. Is you got to make movement feel good. Amateur wheel. Honestly, well, that's one way out right there. But I want to go get that part since we already know where it is. It's not this one. Like right over here. But yeah, like I said, I never beat 3 plants. Dogs. Green thumb. Thorn bush. Oh, it's a bike frame made out of plant. That's kind of fun. Weed whacker. Sweet frame. Ancient handlebars. Drift wheels. Sweet bars. Wicked train. Sticky. Wicked horse bars. You could just have a horse bicycle. That's kind of funnier. Ancient fork. Bushes and soft obstacles. You know what, actually? I kind of want that, but I don't know. I haven't got enough tickets yet to feel good about spending them. All right. Let's get out of this city. Yeah, there's a bunch of games like that, though. Like, I never technically... Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games of all time, and I never beat Remake. Although, so Sil gave me a challenge. She was like, with how Claire Obscure went, she was like, I don't think you like RPG. And I'm like, I love RPGs. They're like my favorite games. And she's just like, nah. And then, anyways, it kind of evolved into a challenge for have me go play through like old RPGs. So now I'm like, man, maybe I should just go play like Final Fantasy VII or something. How often you get tickets? I know, right? But I hit a lot of bushes in this game, so I'm like, ooh. Like, what if there's not enough tickets to get everything? Jump discovered. Oh, That's a bush going the wrong way. All right, this way. 50 miles an hour? That seems way too fast for a pedal bike. Then again, I guess I never really thought of pedal bikes as being fast vehicles either, so I mean... That could just be on, that could be on me. Oh, we have to go up. Up and around. But yeah, so, like, I kind of want to do, like I said, we might do Undertale. Part of me kind of wants to go through some old Final Fantasy games, just because I love them, and still dared question me and my, RPG likingness. You know what I mean? So, part of me kind of wants to just be like, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, let's go, play through them. I actually have the version where it lets you move faster. Because if you get the PS3 version of the PlayStation Final Fantasies, you get a fast forward button and even a fight skipper thing so that you can skip random encounters if you want. Or turn them off. So, greetings, you're Scully, yes. Alright, bike part. Okay. Seems like over here there is a lot of, oh god, I was scared I was gonna miss for a second there. There's a lot of jumps in this area. Come on, you can't start me this close to the end. That's not cool. You dare question my RPG credentials? I played all the classics. I, for one, was there when they first released. Exactly. See, you get it, Mac. But yeah, no, she's like, I don't think you like RPGs. And I'm like, no, I love RPGs. What are you talking about? All right. New locations appeared on your map. Skelly, Beatrice. I love how it's Ghoulie, Beatrice, and Stan. Skelly, I've been waiting for you. Yeah, sorry about that. I went full gas on that last great shift, and I guess I didn't leave anything in the tank. You are late. Right. What I'm saying is I bonked hard, and did I mention the legendary parts? The sacred manual states that great shifts must happen on a strict timetable. I know, we're trying here. I got a new writer. She's great. All we need to do is wrap her up a few levels. All right, boost infusion. All right. Hilarious, but ghostly skull all the same. Haha! We lived that time. But yeah, no, like I said, I was thinking about going through a bunch of old Final Fantasy games. I thought that might be fun. I don't know what to do. You see, this is like the one thing that I really struggle with as a streamer in general is like, what do I do? I kind of like just picking random stuff. Sometimes we'll pick up a project like the Metal Gear playthrough or etc. But I don't know. I mostly just like playing. I like just hanging out. I also kind of say a lot that I need to do more just chatting and that kind of content. We do have an ASMR stream coming up real soon, and we have a I also want to do a karaoke stream because I feel like it's been a minute since we've done karaoke. Just chatting seems lots of engagement. Yeah, I like them a lot. Big fork. I like them a lot. I keep meaning to do more stuff like that. Let's see here. But yeah, what? But yeah, no, I'm actually started working on some bigger projects again. Like I said, now with having some like easier ways to track my progress on stuff and having money. Finally, we are gonna be having some actual projects actually come out. So, really excited about that. Actually, a big thing that I've been questioning is so I went over my old when I first started streaming, or my my goals for the year at New Year's, my my resolutions. That's the word I was looking for. For the debut, I had some stuff on it, and I'm trying to think. I've been trying to think like what in that list is worth going for next. Either cat, more hidden jumps. All right, but so of the resolutions and the stuff that I planned for the debut that didn't get done, I wanted full new, properly designed merch, so like better designed. And so that's a big thing. That was a thing that is a hold up from the resolutions from the debut that I wanted to have done before the debut, but I didn't want to wait for everything to be done. I wanted to have all the new emotes, which we're almost caught up on that one. I wanted to get a lore video. And I wanted to release some kind of song. The emotes have been fun. Great. Love them a lot. I'm glad. And then the other two resolutions were I wanted to do the talk show, which we've been doing. And I wanted to do a game show, which honestly, I don't know how much I care about the game show anymore. I think the game show as an idea might get dropped. Sweet fork. Interesting.
Here we go.
Yo!
Welcome to Taco
Liz
Bell.
the Succubus! Welcome, Raiders! My name is Cel, Android Girl, Variety VTuber. We play lots of games. I didn't have a game plan, so we're playing this today. How was your stream? What were you playing? We're playing Wheelworld, a game all about pedal biking around. Why? Why? Multiple things, Doom Eternal, kill. Nice! I need to play the Doom games. I have actually genuinely never played any of the modern Doom games. Antonia. The chain of life is slowed. You must perform the great shift. We're on it. Hit a speed bump with the legendary parts. All of them were stolen while I was recovering. I never felt so violated. The Lulu de Loyoin with some new wheels that looked familiar.
You saw my legendary wheels and you didn't say anything?
Bellshrine Ghost maintain a dignity of stature and shall remain impartial. Alright. Most fluid one, so it's the one I enjoy? That's fair. Highly recommend. Yeah, I've had them recommended to me by a lot of people. I've heard nothing but good things about them. I just never played them. Buggy and weird. You know, actually, I've never played a killing floor game either, and I have like 2 or 3 of them. I think I might even have them all. Okay, so we got maximum boosts. So from here we can head back here, and I guess from here it's just more races. Race people until we've got the thing done. Alright. Hit the ramp. Rivet saddle. Alright, that way. If you were to play Killing Floor 2, it's the easiest to sit down and play, I think. Well, so you just kind of playing 50-50? Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah. Alright. Killing Floor 2, it's one of my favorite co-op shooters. Interesting. You're the regulars, creatures of habit, local fixtures. About that time, street shut down the road to Pub Town. Alright. No laps on this one. Alright. Yeah, no laps. That's just kind of the feeling of shooting every kind of gun, so, right? Alright. To Pub Town! Is this game British by chance? I actually have no idea. I immediately am like, oh, this game's totally British, isn't it? Just from Pub Town. That rooster statue's the sight to pull, a tall pour for sure. I mean, that's one way to describe rooster. Nope, American? Oh, okay. I do like the art style. The art style's cute. Punchy kicker to whet the appetite. Come on. What a good picture. Look at that. I almost had the beat Tom's time. Okay. Flagship frame. And I guess here again. And then we want to come down this way. All right. Is this what I'm hooked on the most? Just gets the vibes just right? Yeah, I really like the vibes. Honestly, this kind of makes, like, something about the vibes makes me think of, kind of thinks of Adventure Time. And it's mostly the music. Something about that music gives me, like I said, Adventure Time vibes. Not sure why. I think they used in similar instruments, is what it is. You know, okay, so they used this in Adventure Time as an instrument, and I just really want one. And it's called an omnichord. And it like makes little like music loops. I don't know how else to describe it, but like it's like a little synthesizer instrument. They're really cool. Locals only. That's us, the locals. You look like a hubber. Buzz off, you tourist. Okay, 2 laps. 2 laps this time. All right. I know this game's, they said 4 hours to beat the game. I'm thinking it's probably more like 6, the way this game is working. I feel like I for sure have at least 2 streams out of this if I really wanted to beat it. Honestly, we might try to, I might play this game again just for the simple fact that this is kind of goofy and fun. Dang it. All right. Plus, we haven't beat the first challenge, but we've unlocked the whole map, and we've gotten a bunch of stuff. Maybe we can end with beating a rooster. I wasn't expecting, I really wasn't expecting it to be, so, like, go farm rep heavy. I probably would have spent more time. Probably would have spent more time doing the races earlier on. Or actually, no, it probably is about 4 hours. Now, the more I'm thinking about it. We started it later. So local farm roads, buddy. All right. And I really like synth music. Like, I think, like, synth music, there's something about synth music that has, like, a certain kind of vibe. Like, I like real music, too, but there's, like, a category of synths that are just, like, so cozy. All right, and all right, second place, final lap. That's doable. All right. Here we go. Almost gets the vibes just right. You know, I never actually really liked riding a bike, though. Like, mostly just the seats. I always hated bicycle seats. I think they're up there on, like, least comfortable type of seat, period. And, like, when I was a kid, I would just stand and ride my bike. But, I don't know. I don't remember how to do that anymore. Last time I rode a bike. Without it being, like, feeling super, like, awkward, like I'm doing it wrong. All right. 10 seconds too slow. Dang. Horse wheel. I want to get the pony bike. Pony bike is so goofy. I love it. To this one. We got 2 more races here. And then I assume we can go defeat the rooster. All right, here's you guys. I see your treasure back here. Wide bars. Gravel life, gravel life. The underbikers. Come around here, are ya? This is underbikers territory. There's a top contender around here. Pretender, maybe. Nothing about that bike. About the bike. That's why we underbike it. You carry your bikes. And we just rock builds that don't fit the terrain on purpose. We're prepared to beat the best. Now let's see if you can handle the worst. Lake sausage. I don't know what kind of bikes are good for what kind of terrain, like, at all. So I'm just kind of like, make stats go up. More stats up than down. Good. That's how I'm building my bike in this. All right. And hey 40, look at me. How you doing? I didn't know what to play today, so we picked a random game. Big stat make win. Easy, that good. Yeah, exactly. The caveman method to video games. Just make number go up. Much good, no sad. He has 2 different tires. I just noticed that. They just purposely use bad gear. It's kind of funny. All right. swing around this way. Doing good. Playing and trying to 100%. Yo! I love Cyberpunk. We actually did that. We actually 100%ed it when we played through it. Hi. It was such a good time. I love that game. I'm so excited and kind of sad about the new DLC. The new and last DLC. Because then the game will be over. Like, over. And there won't be, like, and we won't have anything until the next game. And who knows when that's gonna come out. Like, it took them so long to make the first game. Like, I would be shocked if the next game just doesn't come out. Yo, we actually beat Tom's time in that one. I already completed the game. Nice. The deep wheel. Okay. All right, I think we have enough time. So we 100%ed the farmland over here. I think we have time to go try to beat Rooster before we end the stream for today. Because sadly, I do have to get going sooner today than we have previously. Because I'm getting concerned, honestly, about being late or almost late as much as I have been. Parts. Okay. Someone's cocky. You're not the only one around here with rep, you know. I'm the best in the farmlands. Everyone knows that they love me here. And I got the home field advantage. What have you got? Couple wins that don't amount to chicken spit. You're on. Nothing better than a dance to the rooster to keep the pecking order straight. All right. We just have to beat the rooster. Seventh place. Oh no. Oh god, the music got so much better all of a sudden. Wait. I didn't even know that was what was missing from the music. Wait, that's amazing. Okay. All right. They hit a tractor. Okay, this is third and second place, so we might be getting there. Dang it. I'm too bad at. Okay, hold on, one more time. All right. Third place. Because everyone else can't steer. You know, right? This game has weirdly amazing music. will do. So I'm continuing to the save till 100% it. Nice. I think when I played, I just 100%ed it and then beat the game. But that's just the kind of person I am. Like, if I like a game and I don't 100% it before I hit the end, if I hit the end of a game, I will feel like the game's over and I won't feel compelled to keep playing the game. All my drive to beat the game is gone. All right. And here we go. He's a ways behind me, but he's not too slow compared to the other people. I was so far ahead. No. Okay. Rip stream. Gotta restart the whole thing. Damn it. All right. Okay, one more time. Also, I really like these, I like some of these, like, generic weird games, too. Because sometimes it's nice to, like, turn people on to games, including myself, that I wouldn't have tried before. I like sometimes just picking or something random and going for it. Oh, he's got a boost, too. It's interesting that Rooster does not have what I would call a bicyclist's build. He's very triangle shaped. Aren't bicyclists usually like pretty light looking guys or girls, beans, people? I saved it. Like Lance Armstrong, he tries so hard to be light that that's such a fucked up joke. I mean, like, look at Lance Armstrong. He got rid of a ball to be faster. Like, I think Rooster looks like too big of a guy to be like that fast at bicycling. Tell me I'm wrong. That is weight he no longer has to carry with him for when he's on his bike races. Oh don't know how much weight, but some amount of weight. Also, like, I wonder what made France be the host of like the big bicycle races. Like Tour de France. Like, so like the Tour de France. That's like the only famous bike race I'm aware of.
Here we go.
Yo,
Welcome to Taco.
Scarlet, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I am Cell, Android Girl Variety Vtuber. We're playing a random game. This is wheelworld. How are you? How was your stream? What were you playing? I agree. I love that it's gotten cooler. I hate it when it's hot. Okay. I think it's safe. I think we're pretty close. The end. So I think the end is like right over here. Yeah, I think it's just like the very next one. Nope. Like one more. Few more. Okay. Come on. There we go. I am too good with stream. Yo, Expedition 33 was so fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a force to have it. Hey, Nade, welcome in. How you doing? Legendary handlebars. Some boost at all times. Legendary saddle. We got the parts back. Well, I'll be darned. It's yours and yours, cat. All right. Well, let's see here. A ball wheel, horse wheel. I love that the horse wheel does I love that the horse wheel is boosts our what? Brain work with me. I love that the horse wheel boosts our power. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. I think we might have time to start an area and maybe do one or two things, but we do have to wrap up now. Be like on our way out. Sadly. I'll be right back. All right, Scarlet. There was a box, like, right in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, actually, what do you guys think about us playing this one more time to beat the game? I really think we could get this game beat, like, really fast. I don't know why. I didn't expect. I thought this was gonna be a goofy one-off game where we kind of meme on it a little bit, like the fishing game. But I'm actually like really enjoying this. That is the final boss, the sommelier. Wouldn't mind it. This is definitely not a... This game will definitely not be more than maybe like 2 streams, counting this one. So, like... I still doubt we're gonna play this forever, but like... I don't know, it's a nice little breath of fresh air, a little short game. Alright. This race is somewhat complex. See, a couple sips of victory have already gone to your head. If you don't pop early, the old vines might finish you. Watch those vines, you don't want to be ruined because you went flat. Bon chance. Alright. Alright. Missed the K. But I can get the K now. Alright. Round the corner. Round this corner. You know, you ever wonder why people, like... I think it's interesting that people mostly make wine out of grapes. Technically, wine is any fruit. You'd think there'd be more people wanting to experiment with stuff like that. Or maybe that's just kind of the person Cell is. Cell is like the normal way. That's boring. It should be every way but normal. You should always do, like, as unique of a thing as you can. Normal. Yes, it must. They do. It's just not called wine. It is called wine. If you make wine out of another fruit, it's still wine. Unless it's an apple or a pear, in which case it's cider. Although apparently there is a difference between apple wine and you can make apple wine also, but I don't know what the difference between apple wine and apple cider is. Off the top of my head. Because, like, I know in Asia, plum wine's really popular. Okay, hold on. I'm not missing 2 letters. Also, welcome in, Acid. I hope you are having a good day. Okay. Alright, the sommeliers. Let's go. Then we go this way. What is normal? But yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, the type of person I am, I would be like, if you were like, here you go, Cell, you own a vineyard or winery. Probably one of the first things I would do is make something that's not with grapes. Sans, hello. Actually, funny you showed up. We've actually been having another Undertale fan around. I just find that amusing. To the point where I've actually been debating on playing Undertale. Or trying to play Undertale again. But, alright. Pedal to the metal. I couldn't see a tree there. Okay. Perfect. 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 I saved it. Okay. Watch out for the tree. You have two people who are Undertale fans, and one of them is named Sans. Yep. What the heck happened there? I turned and it was like 10 times more than I pushed the controller. Come on. Something more full-bodied. But yeah, I might go try to beat Undertale again. I'm really bad at the bullet hell parts, if I'm being honest. I never got past Dogami and Doggeressa. And if I get stuck there again, I will... I don't know, I might not continue it, but we can try it again. So I missed you. Aw, thank you. It means a lot. I am here every day. Why? Oh God, am I really that far in first place? This game's pretty good, almost as a just chatting style game. Great background vibe. Oh, 100%. I honestly, I kind of love games like that, where it's kind of also a just chatting stream. Part of why I like games like Minecraft. 330. Oh yeah, I was nowhere near. Maybe if I didn't mess up that one turn, I could have got it. The last one. We destroyed them in this race so much that we like backed out and still were winning. All right. Oh, that is a secret jump and a half, isn't it? Oh, it wasn't. Interesting. All right, I do have to start wrapping up. Sadly. But, yeah, we should be... But we'll be live again tomorrow. Possibly with more of this, possibly with something else. I genuinely don't know. Side gigs. Oh, hey, I got a bunch of stuff. Scarecrows. All right, cool. All right, so with that being said, let's quickly see if I have somebody I can raid. Honestly, I already have somebody. But let's see if I can find somebody I haven't raided in a while. I guess for anybody who's watching the YouTube stream, then this is stream wrap up. You know how it is. Twitch ends. We need to, find a raid person. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, let's go. Is anyone else even streaming Wheel World? I just wonder. Oh, there's a couple people. Oh, well, you know what? Let's go with... I'd be surprised. Yeah, no, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 people playing Wheel World. We are the #1 Wheel World streamer right this moment. You know what? Here's a good person to raid. All right. We are #1. Hey. All right, we are going to raid my friend Helii. They're playing Elden Ring with my other friend Petrus. So that'll be fun. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you all had a cell of a time. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please give a follow. It really helps with the algorithm and my self-esteem. We are getting so close to 1,000. Like, we're at 69. Nice. Out of 969. So that is so great. 31 to go. I know. Like, we'll probably hit it before the end of the year. I was not even before the end of the year, probably within like a month. But anyways, if you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please check out the Discord. Great, best place to keep up to date with all things Cell. Check out the socials. Check out the merch store, which hopefully should get updated soon. I just realized I didn't actually finish that discussion I was having earlier about the stretch goals from the debut that we didn't quite hit yet. But we can talk about that again next time if somebody reminds me. Advanced GG, use the code Celvion10 to check out to get 10% off. And the Patreon. That was the other one I didn't mention. Have a great night, everybody. Bye!